Hey, 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 everybody. Happy New Year. Happy 2024. Happy first Friday of the brand new year. And I am going on an impromptu, unscheduled live chat just to talk about what's in store for 2024. And I want to hear from you. So if you're watching the replay, then you can drop some comments down on the in the comment section of the video and let us know what you have set up for 2024, like your goals, um, what's in your preps, what are you preparing for, that kind of thing. And just share with us. We just want to know what everyone's doing. Maybe we forgot. Maybe what you're doing is something that we'd be like, oh, I haven't thought about that. And so let's just share the community vibes, share the community knowledge, and just let's hear from y'all. So hello, big hello to Nate. If y'all hadn't noticed, Nate has been like MIA for the last several months, and he popped up first. He was always first on my live streams, and he popped up first today. And so scroll up in the live chat there. He's been a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Not under the weather, but just down and out for a little bit, and having to deal with an issue with his leg. So, but he's all healed up. He's back, and so we welcome you back, Nate. Everyone, say hello to Nate and welcome him back. And I also want to say hello to Michelle J from Southeast Tennessee. Thanks for being here today. Oh, just listening and folding laundry. Well, we like that. I love it when y'all can just pop on the live stream and do your stuff. In fact, I listen to several people while I'm washing dishes and doing stuff. So Yarn Prepper, hello, hello. Thank you all for joining me on your lunch hour. Maybe it's your lunch hour, depending on what time you're watching. Yay, yay. See, Yarn Prepper. Hey, brother Nate. So that's all good news. So yay. And also, y'all, did you see I put a poll up in the chat today? I usually don't do those, but I thought it was kind of fun. How are you looking at the new year? Are you very positive going into 2024? I know a positive attitude is everything, but we have a lot a lot happening globally. But anyway, just, are you very positive? Are you cautiously optimistic about what 2024? Oh my gosh, I can't even say that. 2024, are you cautiously optimistic about what that's going to bring? Or are you ready to run to your bunker? And figuratively speaking, a lot of us don't have bunkers, but anyway. So who else do we have here? Cold War Prepper. Happy New Year from Central Texas. Hey, howdy who. So welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining us. Nay, Northern Prepper. Happy New Year. Listening while I do housework. Let me see if I can put these people up. Here we go. Put these people up on the screen. I was on the wrong screen. Huga Homestead. Hello. Welcome to the chat. Happy New Year, y'all. All right, I'm just way too chipper today, I guess. I don't know. Because, cautiously optimistic is kind of where I'm falling on the new year. Just kind of like watching, like I got my big bowl of popcorn and just watching how things are going to be folding out. So, unfolding, that's what I meant to say. So anyway, wanted to say that. And I also wanted to give an announcement to those people who won the prizes on my Christmas live stream. We have been sick in my house. Wonderful thing to be sick over the holidays, right? So we did some traveling over Christmas, and I think we brought back a general cold bug, and it's moving its way through our house. And it's kind of it's not just the sniffles. We've got like a full-blown fever and coughing, congestion, body aches, and things like that. So it's not the big sea bug that has been been a part of our lives now. It's not that, but I think it's just a regular old cold. And do we even know what that is anymore? Because I was telling my husband today, I'm not even sure how we can tell the difference anymore with upper respiratory infections, because as soon as someone gets a little bit of a cough or something, they're testing themselves for COVID, or they, it's all the big, I think I have that, or a strain of it. And, sometimes, let's not forget, we have, I think it's 6 identified coronaviruses that have been with us for generations, which is a common cold. And so we've had, we still get those. They still exist. So do so does influenza and all the other things that come after that, like pneumonia or other things. So anyway, there's lots of strains going around. So y'all take care of yourselves. Get your rest. It's very important this time of year to get your rest. Hydrate, because those of us that live in higher elevations, or it's just this time of year, it tends to be drier, at least for where I'm at. So stay hydrated. Keep your activity up. Get some sunshine if that means you can get outside and sit. In fact, it's walking. In fact, someone told me this the other day. It's not just necessarily just going out and standing in the sun. Although I did that yesterday because I stood on my back patio and just stood there and let the sun shine on me. It was cold. But if you get out for a walk and then walk with your 15 minutes with your face toward the sun, and just let it shine on you. And then you're getting some exercise too. You don't have to walk fast. You could just, just a regular nice walk, and that'll do a lot for your perspective, your mental clarity and attitudes, and boost your spirits, get your blood moving and that kind of thing. So anyway, let's see, who do we have here? Who's having the bunker party? I'm in. Me too. Let's have a bunker party. That would be fun, wouldn't it? One way to kind of break in your bunker, have a house, like a housewarming party, but what do you call it? A house bunker warming party. Oh, green smoothie. Hello, happy new year. But I'm sorry that you were sick over the holidays too. Yeah, just it's that time of year, right? And you start visiting people and you're just like, where did we go? What did we do? Anyway. All right, Yarn Prepper, what did you write? 2023 sucked personally. I'm sorry. You lost a best friend and a daughter, and your daughter had third miscarriage in a row? Oh my gosh. 2024 brings a new grand in 1 to 5 more weeks. Okay, yay. That is right. God is great. Through all of it, God is good. God is good all the time. I'm hoping that you have a more positive 2024 and that you have a healthy grandchild coming. We wish you all the best for that. Yeah, you're right. The flu, just, influenza is very serious, and even a common cold is bad for anyone that's elderly. Because you have to be like, I remember visiting my great grandma, and she was in like a nursing home, and we'd go visit her, every I don't know, every other week or so, and we'd go visit her, and she like colds would be like the worst for them because it could be serious. Anything upper respiratory, and if you're elderly and you don't have a strong immune system, because our bodies get older, a common cold will actually be very harmful. So you have to be careful. Yes, Nate, God is great. That's a rhyme. Oh gosh, what a bummer, Lee. You tested positive for the C on the 23rd, and the wife tested positive on Christmas Eve. I'm so sorry. I hope you are better now. I know when we did our live stream with Sarge, I could hear the congestion, kind of the nasal congestion that you had. So I hope you are doing much better, y'all. Yes, all the time. Amen. 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 I think I got everybody. If there's somebody that I missed, I apologize for saying hello and wishing you a happy new year. But anybody that's watching the replay, happy new year to you. And so what I would like to know, we were talking about this on the live stream with Sarge last Friday. And also y'all go to Prepping with Sarge's channel. And there was a live stream panel about some things that some of us preppers were thinking about for 2024, what we should prepare for, what we were going to be sharing on our channels about what to prepare for. And so that had Sarge, Prepping with Sarge, it had myself, it had Lee, Cold War Prepper, I had Alpine Preparedness, and who am I missing? 1, 2, 3. Was that it? No, there was more. Now I forgot who was on there. Oh, Prepper. Prepper Dog was on there. Oh my gosh. Oh, can I blame that on brain fog? Can I mom brain? Can I blame that on that? Oh my gosh. Thank you, Cold Prepper Dog. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Okay. So anyway, that was an awesome live stream that we had, and lots of things that we were sharing about what to look for and ways, different ways to shift your focus. It's a new year. Some things, same crap, but just a new year. Slap a new number on it, some people say. Some things don't change. But some things do change, and they can change if you just shift your focus. And so I know that Lee recommended a lot of good books, and a lot of good things that he was going to be prepping for, and just shifting his focus. A lot of us mentioned faith and health, about staying grounded in our faith, being rooted and grounded in truth, because that's going to help us stay focused on what's right, what's what important, and rather than all the swirling stuff around us. And then we all talked about getting healthier. It seemed to be that was a general thing for all of us, was to just concentrate on getting stronger. For instance, walking, and because you never know if you might be out somewhere and you need to walk, get out of your car, let's say, and walk to to safety, or walk to get help, that kind of thing. Or just in general, you may have to just you have to have that cardio endurance, so that you can do the things that you need to do. People have everything from like chopping wood outside to, let me tell you, just like grocery shopping even, because if you're doing a lot of lifting and things like that, that that could, if you're not used to moving around, that'll wear you out. Just staying strong to keep up with the daily tasks of life. So physically and then mentally, it will help you in that aspect as well. And so anyway, all of that tied in together. So let me know, what are some of the goals that you have for 2024? Martin Phillips. Woohoo! Welcome. Happy New Year. And CR, welcome and Happy New Year to you as well. Okay, Green Smoothie Queen says she's making third attempt to read the entire Bible this year. That is awesome. What a wonderful goal to have. And if you need some guidance, maybe you have something that's already pre-planned for you, like someone wrote out a plan. You can also download the Bible app. It's just let me find my icon here. Let me see if you can see this here. You see? Oh, you see the blinds. Oh, you see my blinds. Oh my gosh. This right here. It says Holy Bible. It's the YouVersion Bible app, and they have lots of reading plans in there to help you get through the Bible in 1 year. So you're not necessarily reading it from page 1 to page however many pages, what would be 600 pages or so. But you're not reading it from all 66 books from 1 to the end. You can actually start and go different, like chronological things that are happening, or just you can start and read something from the Old Testament, something from the New Testament, and then something from like the Psalms and or the Proverbs, and the way you cycle through those. So yeah, it's lots of cool stuff, just to kind of help you do something different, because reading it from cover to cover has been very challenging for a lot of people, because then right about the time you hit Numbers, it's like, or Leviticus, it's like, oh my gosh, trying to get through all of that, because it can be very monotonous, but sometimes it'll just help you to break it up. Anyway, just something. I hope you reach that goal. You'll have to let us know throughout the year how you're doing on that goal. I would love to know if you did it. Huga says, getting back to more mindfulness is one of my goals, that 10 to 15 minutes of meditation, so you can calm things and control breathing. Yes, that's very good. That's very good grounding technique to help keep you, from reacting, where, keeps you grounded and centered, and then it will enable you to respond to things that are happening around you, versus just flying off the handle and reacting to everything, because that can really make it unstable. For you, rather than just reacting and just, a knee-jerk reaction to things, you can just respond from a place of calmness. I love that. 1 chapter per day. Taking turns reading out loud. I love that. I love it when, families are getting together and reading the Bible. We have a women's group at our church that actually meets regularly to do Bible reading. Just that they'll study, but they also just they read it aloud. And I think there's something so powerful instead of just reading the Bible and you're just sitting down and reading it, but just actually reading it out loud. It's like throwing all of that positive energy out into your home, and it's literally like filling your home with the word of God. And other people have said like putting scripture everywhere on your walls. Like, if you've got pictures hanging up on your walls that have Bible scriptures on them. We have some of those vinyl letters that we put up around that have like little sayings on them or little Bible verses, and we just apply them to the wall. I love that too, because you're literally surrounding yourself with the word of God. So where you look, it's there and it's a reminder. Oh yes, there's blessings when we gather around the table, or the Lord is my shepherd, or something like that. So I love that. Lots of good ideas, you guys. Happy New Year, Martin. Oh, half hour every morning. Okay, that's another good thing, Lee, is to give yourself a time limit too. So some people do a chapter, people will do that I'm going to dedicate a half hour every day. That's awesome. That's awesome. And when you do that, I think it literally, well, I don't think, I know because I've experienced it. It changes you. It kind of aligns you. You guys have to let me know if that's how it happens with you. It's that putting that dedication like to the first part of your day, it really does align like the rest of your day and your thinking and your outlook on things. And I know in the Bible it does say that when we seek him first, then the rest will just fall into place. I think it was Proverbs 20:24, I believe, because it was what we started the new year with. It was about giving your plans, like sorry, like laying everything out in front of the Lord. A man's like our thoughts are our thoughts, but God's ways are better. That's in Isaiah. But anyway, I know that those are it really can align you and get you set on the right day and just kind of just put all things together. Okay, so you're using something called sneaking script, or no, seeking. Hang on a second. Get my glasses. All right, seeking scripture. Oh, that is cool. I've never heard of that one. So make sure y'all check that out if you're interested in that. Coffee time. Woo, you got up my mug? I got this back in July. All right, there's a sip of coffee for y'all. Hey, Seabass, Happy New Year. Good to see you today. Huga says, I have a pathway through my woods and have Bible verses throughout. Oh, that is cool. I love that. One of our American Heritage girls built a prayer walk. And so it runs around along the backside of the church property. And along the way, she has little signs to stop, and they have little prayer prompts on them. But that's really cool. It has Bible verses. I love that. Oh, yarn prepper. I love it. The Proverbs 31:13. She seeks wool and flax and works with willing hands. I love that too. Is there a place to order a Bible verse to hang up? I would say Amazon, or Christian book distributors. I think their website is christianbook.com, I think, but I know if you search them out, they might actually have it. I don't remember where we got ours, because I remember getting them when we got word that we were going to be in the house that we're in today. I was so excited, and I bought all these little tubes that had vinyl scriptures in them. Oh, if you have a Hobby Lobby, you could probably check there too. But I don't know about, let's see, online. Well, you can order from Hobby Lobby online. I'm trying to remember where I got those from though. Sometimes I've seen things at Walmart. My Walmart surprises me at times when they have things that are related to scripture in the store, little like children's books, or they have Bibles. So you might be able to find them. And I found them in the in the home decor section. So where you'd find things like wall art or other things like little plants and stuff like that. That's kind of in the home decor area. But yeah, check those out. Christian book. I know it was, hang on, I'm writing these so I can actually check back later for in the comments. Christianbook.com is one. And then the other ones I mentioned, like Hobby Lobby and Amazon, probably. Let's see. Oh, you tried Amazon. Okay, scratch Amazon. Oh my goodness. Oh, let's see. CR is still doing those walks. I wasn't able to um during so let me tell you what's been going on since the walks. We got my youngest daughter is she's an American Heritage Girls. If you've never heard of that, it's if you are familiar with any kind of a scouting program like Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts, that's what American Heritage Girls is, and it's a faith-based character building ministry. And we do earn badges and we do service in our community and in our churches. We are building women of integrity through service to God, family, community, and country. That's our that's our mission. Um, anyway, she's working on her Stars and Stripes project, and she had was really coming down to the wire there between like around November, December. She had to all of November, it seemed like all she was doing was working on this donation box. And I have a video that's going to be coming out. I just have to put all the pieces together. But she had to plan a community service project. So she had to do it herself. She had to find someone, an organization, and then she had to find out what this organization needed, and then she raised the funds. She particular organization is called Froggy's Closet, and it's a families reaching out group, and this is benefiting families who have adopted or are fostering kids that are uh, going through challenging times. I was trying to find a good way to say that. But anyway, this organization has needed a box out front of some kind to be able to collect donations. There wasn't anything out front, and people would usually have to wait to when the place was open and then bring items in. And so, or she did have this little tote out there, and totes don't hold a whole lot. And so my daughter built a big chest donation box that opens, and it's cedar, and she made that, and she painted it, of course, with all these frogs and everything. And so anyway, all of that was taking up like our time. And of course, Thanksgiving was in the middle of all of that. So we had all of that work that she put into it. So far, she has over 100 hours put into this project. So she delivered it on the first week of December. She delivered it to the organization. And so now she's finishing up paperwork to be able to do a project summary and things like that. So anyway, she is we're really excited about that. We've got like one more month and she'll be done done with all that extra project time. And so I say all of that because all of my extra time was going into helping her and taking her to where she needed, getting the people, the volunteers, raising money and things like that. So I did put the walks on the side. And so I'm going to be, whenever we have a nice day, I'm going to get out and go walking. And it won't be today. I've got a new dishwasher coming, and it won't be tomorrow either because we have an ice storm coming. So anyway, I plan to try to get out here within this next week so I can start walking again to help with the goal of getting getting healthy. So anyway, blah blah blah. I'm glad to hear Seabass is fantastic. Hello, Joyce. Welcome. Happy New Year. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Oh, wow. Oh, Lent starts on Valentine's Day. Oh, wow. I forgot that Easter was earlier early. It's in the end of March. So I guess it's not technically not really early, but it's just that the date that's March. Okay. Nene says try Scrolls Unlimited online. Great. Thank you, Nene. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, it's a wonderful girls program. And y'all know what? I'm gonna get a little personal here with it. Um, I logged on to our we have like a website that all of our troops and everything can log in on I'm troop coordinator, by the way. Go figure, right? I'm gonna be done in September. Anyway, I'll be officially retired. Um, anyway, I logged on because we had a board meeting a couple days ago, and I logged on, and there were all these new forms I had to sign. One was about child. I had to sign forms about child abuse prevention. Um, I had to sign another one about oh my goodness, what was it? About media release, identity things, and they were basically re-emphasizing what our program is about. So, I mean, like, they're not gonna be dealing with any wokeness, we don't do that, um, and so they got very specific in these documents, and I was like, "Wow, I've never seen that," but it shows where we are in time where we have to specifically list what kind of an organization we are and who can be members. And it got right down to specifics like biological female, identify. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that we have to do this, but here we are and we're having to do it. And it's just the organization is taking upon itself. I think they're getting um, you know, ready to possibly have a fight on their hands. I don't know. I don't know, but it would not surprise me because they are specific and they came right down to it. And I think there's a lot of legal things that are happening. They've done it with their health and safety policies. They redid those and they keep kind of upgrading them, every year where we're signing things and things are getting more strict and things. It's just, oh my gosh, it's it's sad, but I understand where we are in life that we have to do that in society, and it's a shame. But anyway, I applaud them for taking the steps, to make sure that everybody that is in leadership is on board and they recognize these things, that we look out for these things, and we just stand our ground. So, anyway, that's the kind of organization it is. Okay, so nobody is sharing any goals. Who's having the Hulk bunker party? Did I go back here? Oh my gosh, this thing scrolled all the way back. Sorry. Okay, let's go back here. There we go. Oh, what kind of paint do you use on a glass bottle? Like you just want to decorate your bottle, for something? No, I could tell you watercolor won't work. Um, you may, I would say acrylic. But I don't know what you actually wanna do that with it. Hey, Thor. Hello, I hope you have an amazing day today. Y'all go check out Thor. Y'all freezing up there? Oh my gosh. Y'all CR and Thor, y'all got this cold snap coming. Oh. Okay, so if decorative, I would say you could probably use acrylic. Yeah, this is actually Joyce, this is what we use at home is we've used the chalk paint and then we put something over the top of it, like a mat, like what you were talking about. Grow Big TV. Hello. I didn't see you. Welcome. Happy New Year. Okay, y'all, shoot me some goals. What are you guys shooting for to do this year? Um What do y'all got like for me, I know I want to expand. I want to add another garden bed outside, so I want to try to expand the garden a little bit, and with that, I would like to try to do like a medicine garden. So like growing some herbs that are good for this time of year, like echinacea. Um, lemon balm would be good. That's a good antiviral. Calendula, burdock. I mean, some of these things where I can take and actually use them to make tinctures and teas and things like that. Your sassy gal, and this is an announcement. I am a herbalist now. I finished my herbalist class, and I finished that actually January 2nd. My goal was to finish last year, but we just didn't quite get there. But I finished my herbalist class, and so now that is a goal that I actually want to now put all of this knowledge into practice. I do some things. I haven't actually made my own tinctures, but I've done teas, and so I'm anxious to try to get started on that. And so I wanted to have one garden dedicated just for those kinds of things, growing chamomile, to have teas and, things like that, where I can make tinctures and stuff. So I'll be mixing up my little stuff and getting my little bottles with the droppers and all that good stuff. So anyway, I'm actually excited about that. Oh, okay, acrylic isn't sticking. Okay. I was gonna text my daughter because my daughter, the artist, she might know. Okay, I'm going to start more vegetables. Green smoothie queen. Yes, vegetables from seed. I'm taking an online herbal medicine class. Yay! The Bible in a year and building my small business. Now, can you share what your small business is, or is that still a secret, um, or is it smoothies? Speaking of smoothies, that is what I am doing this week. I bought my Sharp Shopper discount store. If you guys see my Sharp Shopper hauls, this one had 99 cents for a bag of 2 smoothies, and they were green smoothie recipes that had been frozen, and all I gotta do is, drop the pack into a blender and then add some, coconut water or something like that, and, I was excited because I get 10 smoothie whoa, I'm so sorry, I keep hitting this microphone. I get 10 smoothies for $5, so I was doing that. I'm doing a detox this week into next week, and this last few days, I think this is day 4. Yes, so yeah, this is day 4. It'll be day 5 tonight. But yeah, it's been once you gotta get over, the 72-hour hump, I think things will be okay. But, those first few days, I'm just, dragging and just, kind of little and I'm hoping I have this back issue, and so I'm hoping that this all of this stuff that I'm feeling in my back is actually things moving through my body and wanting to come out. And I've had that happen before. It's been a long time since I've done one of these. And I just actually literally felt like the pain come out and release from my body. So I'm hoping that that's going to happen this time too. But I'll tell you, these, it's, what's a good word? I don't want to. What's a good word to say? I want to say it's not fun, but I'm not sitting there on the couch or anything. But I've just been a little bit kind of draggy, because I'm, removing things from my body, and I don't want the brain fog. I don't want the inflammation in my body anymore. And so, sometimes you just have to just take the bull by the horns and get in there and take care of things. So that's what we're doing. Organizing preps mostly. Woohoo! I'm preparing to do a freezer challenge here pretty soon because I got to get that stuff out of my freezer and defrost it. So we're doing that. More prepping, hence more videos, hence more watch time. Go ahead, CR. Y'all go watch CR too. Thor says the biggest priority is running a water line from the house underground to our cows to make it easier to fill their water year round. Oh, that's a good idea. Good idea. I will be doing that. I am so excited to be doing this. I found a place that I could order some herbs and they are the organic kind and well, hopefully all of it's organic, but anyway, I've got some things on a wish list that I want to be able to at least just make one kind of like upper respiratory uh tincture. So we're going to be looking at one of those. Um and Nene, my goal is to learn more about medicine, herbs, help. Okay. We're going to be doing that. I'll be sharing. And I'm hoping that I can learn a little more about foraging. I'm really inspired when I watch Prepping with Sarge, and he's got a few people that he recommends. I know Foraging Chick is one, but I don't know if I think she's on YouTube. I know she's on Instagram. And I like watching these people, how they um, they know what to look for outside. I mean, there are things that are probably right outside. I think everybody knows about dandelion. And the whole plant of dandelion is edible. It's, can I say, usable, where you've everything from the root to the flower it can all be used for something, from teas to tinctures to eating like salads, even making something like a dandelion wine with the flowers on the top. I'm not talking about like wine, but it might be something that was like a good thing to drink. You can actually use it to help for cleaning. There's all kinds of things. I think I might just start with that one because dandelion is the one I know the best. And also dandelion is good for detoxing your liver. So I will share more about that as well, because I'm actually making a liver detox tea, and part of it is the dandelion root tea is the base, and then there's some other things in it. So I'll be sharing that. So yeah, I think a lot of us are getting on board. We're realizing that mainstream medicines, can I say that without getting tagged? I don't know. Mainstream medicines are not that may not be that available. For one, they may be hard to actually get a supply of, because if they regulate it too much and you have to have certain things done to your body, like pokes or something, in order to get them. I mean, there have been some weird things happening over the last few years. Plus, they tend to overload our bodies, and they could do, let's say like an antibiotic. Antibiotic takes out the bad stuff, but it also takes out the good stuff as well. So anyway, we're looking for alternatives so that we can take care of ourselves in a natural and healthy way. So I think a lot of people are getting on board with this. Thor said, my wife did a big spiral garden a couple years ago that is medicinal and herbal. Oh, a spiral garden. Is that something you mean spiral on the ground, or was it spiral upwards, like a tower garden or something? I would love a tower garden, by the way. Anybody want a vertical farming? Here we go. I would love to have a tower garden. But anyway, those are a little bit out of my budget. Huga says, I'm way out in the country, so we'll see what Michael's has and get it off. Oh, okay. That was for getting supplies. Smooth segue. Oh, yes. Us too. That is on my list this year to do, is to get to the range and do a little more target practice. Okay. I got you. I got you there. Y'all get to the range or have some kind of a dry firing. What are those things called? We have one and we need to get it out and use it. Oh shoot, I forget what they're called, where it's like indoor with a laser and you practice that way, but you can do it indoors. So anyway, I have to find out what that is. I should do a video of that one too. I do a video of actually using some of our preps that we got that let's see, there's a solar oven, and then that other thing that we have that you can do target practice on the inside of your home. That was something else we wanted to show doing. I love this. I love to hear what everybody's doing. I will be building raised beds for medicinal garden, herbal and a spice garden, planting more fruit trees. Oh, cool. More range practice. Yay. Have been canning. I have been canning out of the freezer. Oh, nice. Nice. Canning is on my list. I'm going to can something this year. And I'm going to make bread this year. I know some of y'all are like, oh, we make bread all the time. I don't. I don't. And I'm so afraid of it. I don't know why. I don't know why. I have plenty of stuff. I'm not afraid of like running out of ingredients or wasting things because I understand there's a learning curve here. But I don't know why I'm so afraid of it. I don't know. I don't know what. I was just making bread. If it fails, just start over, right? I don't know. 2024 is a year of declutter. I give things away on Facebook free group. Oh, cool. Decluttering is another good thing, especially when you're trying to organize and, I want to declutter so I can make space for, more shelves for prepping. So, like tossing stuff out. Let's get room. Let's get making room. Yep, that's sea bass. That's me too. Organizing my basement and canned goods need dusting. Yes, y'all go down there and check your expiration date, I'm sorry, your Best Buy dates. Go check those. Check your rotations. Make sure you're going, checking your cans, making sure nothing is dented. Make sure there's no critters that have crawled around your stuff in there. That happened to me one year. It's about 3 years ago, I think, and, saw that there was, little mouse droppings, and I'm like, "Uh-oh." Thankfully, the mouse didn't get into anything, but just the fact that it was roaming around, so I went through and I wiped down all the cans, and we put traps in, and I think we actually took care of the problem. I think we found where they were coming in, but I feel so violated. Yeah, you picked a big job, Thor. Yep. Ooh, this is one way to heat up your house, y'all. Do some canning, do some baking, do some dehydrating, get those things going. Yes, recycling. Keep it out of the landfill. Aw, you guys are so nice. Sending strength and motivation to you, Thor. Okay, getting your organic herbs for my class from Star West. Awesome. Star West. I'll write these things down so I don't forget. Okay, I have 2 freezers full and canning the meats in case no power. Very good, very good. We're also making sure our batteries are charged so that, in case the ice storm that we get, if we lose power, then we can keep our freezer going. So we're getting ready, prepare. I'm like this, y'all. I don't know, like people are like, "Oh no, I don't want the weather to come." But in some way I'm like, "Yeah, bring it on," because I want to test my preps. I wanna be put to the test. Y'all bring it on. Ooh, essential oils, yes. That's one thing I haven't actually done a whole lot with other than using essential oils that someone has already I already bought from someone and then using them in things like the tea or the tinctures or the balms, the salves, that kinda stuff. I haven't actually made them, but I've used a few. I like, 2 good ones to have for, like, all-purpose: frankincense, tea tree are good ones to have. Peppermint is another one to have. In fact, I just used it on, for fevers. You can rub, the peppermint oil on the base of the neck or on the back. You can put it on the chest to help with congestion. I've actually used peppermint oil, on my wrist. There's, like, this little spot right here sometimes will get all cramped up. It's not necessarily carpal tunnel, but I think it's from holding my phone. But either way, and I just rubbed it on this spot, and, I found relief within, 10 minutes or so, and I was like, "Wow." So yeah, y'all check into some essential oils. Find a good person, a good company. Um, I don't actually know a real good company. I have a friend, who I guess she's a distributor, so I buy from her. When she puts in an order, she just add mine on there too. So, anyway. Yeah, Nene, so much to learn in foraging, and I'll tell everybody now because Prepping with Sarge put a big thing up on Instagram, um, about apps that help you identify things, and he's like, "Be very, very wary of those apps because a lot of times they'll get it wrong and you don't, and especially when there's certain things, herbs and, mushrooms, for example, like some things they look like one thing and the app will say, "Yeah, that's okay." But then then you realize, no, it's not. So, he said more often than not, they really will get things wrong. So you have to be very wary. It's best to learn from an experienced, teacher, experienced forager on what to actually look for and how to identify the proper plants. I'm growing inside. But I'm not doing anything like what Alpine Preparedness is doing. They have a real big indoor garden where they're growing lots of things. I only do hydroponics. I have 2 little hydroponic gardens that are growing lettuces, and that's it. Anything else? Anybody please share if you're doing anything bigger than that. Hey, Uncle Al, did I miss you? Are you still here? Happy New Year. Gosh, what's going on here? My thing goes way, way back. Um, yeah, I'm in Virginia. I'm in Northern Virginia in the Shenandoah Valley. Yeah, wary of mushrooms and berries with foraging. Yeah. There was one that I saw in my backyard, just appeared out of nowhere. I get these mysterious things that just appear in my backyard. I think it must be bird droppings, and they have seeds in them and then they just take root, and all of a sudden I've got this thing that looks like a tree. But there's one that last year I saw toward the end of the season, and I looked it up, and I just forgot the name. But it had a bright red stem, and then there were these really dark purple-ish looking berries on it, and I thought, "What on earth is that?" The red stem made me think, "Don't touch that." And true, um, when it was at this stage of growth and it had the berries on it, it was like, "Yeah, don't even touch those, everything is, that's bad, and now let the birds eat it or let the other animals, not my like, little birds like that, little animals like that." So I was like, I didn't touch it, but they said in, like, the early, early stages, you could use the leaves for something when it's first starting to grow. I didn't even notice it till it was, like, super tall because it was in the back corner of our yard, so yeah, go figure. Okay, who's this? Green Tea Gardener shows a lot of inside gardening. He's a great guy, shows his kids learning. Aw. Is that a channel on YouTube, Green Tea? I'm hoping that's what you meant. Green Tea Gardener. Let's check them out. Pokeweed. You got it, Michelle. See, look. Yep, that was called pokeweed. Don't poke the bear. Ooh, microgreens. That would be great. Ooh, yes. Yarn prepper. The over the door, the hanging shoe, they call them shoe racks, but like the shoe organizers or something that you hang on the door with pockets. Yep. I've used one in my pantry too. You put spices, I put my gravy packets, my yeast, what else is in there? A lot of those sauce packets that we get from restaurants like Chick-fil-A, you get the little sauces or oh gosh, what else? I even have like the tuna fish packets are in there. Um, Popcorn bags, like the microwave popcorn bags, I have some of those in there. I mean, yeah, everything goes in there. They're great little organizers, I have to say. Yes, I do some Ayurvedic stuff. I do essential oils. Oh, you have onions growing in a window. The that's actually I should try that. Oh, sorry, my nose is stuffy. Yeah, okay, so this is what I was hearing about eating the leaves early on. The poke salad is good in early spring, but be careful and don't eat too much or you'll be very yeah, be very close with your toilet. Oh my goodness. So what do you guys actually, so let's switch. So you guys have been sharing a lot of goals and things that you want to do. What are you actually going to be um focusing on for your preps this year? Are you focusing on stocking up on like food preps, your canned goods? Are you focusing on outdoor gear, and more like maybe a survival gear, things to, building fire and shelter and things outside? What else am I thinking? Maybe some ammo. Uh, just trying to think out like what are some things that you guys are gonna be concentrating on stocking up on? Um, I know for us, I'm actually making distilled water. I have a distiller in my house, and so I will distill our tap water and start putting that back because one, it's gone way up in price, and two, sometimes it's hard to find. And if there are issues with supplies and things like that, we need the distilled water I use in my hydroponics. My husband uses it for his CPAP machine. We use it in some of our humidifiers that we have in our house. So, yeah, so I'm going to be putting back some of that water. Um, that's a goal, and that's just something because it takes like 3 hours to make a gallon, so I have to actually, make time for that, and I wanna actually get my dehydrator going again. I've gotten real lax on that, so starting to dehydrate things, from vegetables, fruits. I need to dehydrate more potatoes. I do sliced potatoes so that I can, store them, and then I'll use them for, like, skillet dinners and things like that. Trying to do that. Those are some of the things I just thought of the top of my head. Oh, good. I'm gonna write this one down too. Viva and Doria. Essential oils. Oh, Lee Cold War Prepper, HF radio station. That's what you're working on? I think I remember you saying that in our chat that we had last week. CR says shelter, water, and food elements. Very good. Grow Big TV says I need to organize my seed collection. Going to take days to get that organized. Wow, you have a lot of seeds. That's awesome. Yeah, make video. Come on, y'all, make videos. Ooh, vehicle preps. Very good. Oh, very good. Non-electric tools, like hand tools. Okay. Getting hand pump into a, ooh, that's going to be a good one. Outdoor preps, mental psychological preps, mindsets, new skills. Awesome. Yeah, we talk about this a lot, and I touch on it from time to time on my channel. I'm not exactly sure anybody really wants to talk about it, but I think it needs to be discussed. But yeah, mental psychological preps. Like one of the videos I did, which was it was a live video. So if you were to look under my live tab, it was about how to say no confidently, or like knowing how to say no. A lot of that's a big psychological hurdle, a big mental hurdle that people have to jump over when they're standing up for something that they believe in, um, standing on truth, standing like saying, no, I am not going to do this. The psychological breakdown that the culture is doing, media, doctors, all this thing, they will ask you and ask you and ask you and ask you, and it's like, shut up. I said no, and I want you to ask me again. um when my husband was in the hospital 2 years ago, they kept asking him if he wanted the C shot. And he said no. And like one of the times I remember saying, like, he said no, and that's it. You don't need to ask that again. Like, we're not going to change our mind. So one of the things you guys need to be aware of, if you have to go into the emergency room or into a hospital situation like that, and a lot of it is emergencies. Oh, sorry. They will try to get you up to date or catch you up. This is at least here in the United States, they do this. I don't know about anywhere else. but they will try to catch you up on your pokes. And um if you're not really aware of it, then oh, I don't want to say, how do I say all this? You just need to say no. Just keep saying no. And they will try to do that. They'll be like, oh, you're not up to date. And the pressure will be on in the situation that you might be in, especially if it's an emergency. You'll be in a different frame of mind. And so tell yourself right now, telling yourself no. I even put on our paperwork for our health paperwork for American Heritage Girls. I put on there, like, absolutely no injections at all without consent of mother, because I put that on there for my daughter. And I put it on for myself. Absolutely. In a case of emergency, I do not want any injections without prior permission, from myself. So please don't, unless it was something like it was life-saving, like, oh, I don't know, like Narcan or something. Let's say I came across, accidentally got into some drug or something, and I needed to have something to resuscitate me and bring me back to life. I don't know. I'm way out there on this, but unless it was like that, I don't give any consent into anything, and you don't put anything inside me until I know what it is. So you can, in the United States, ask to see your chart, ask the questions. What are you doing? What are you putting on me? What is this? And I remember doing it with my husband in the hospital. This nurse came in and she says, we're going to give you another, it was a medication for high blood pressure. His hypertension was off the charts. His high blood pressure was just, it was beyond belief. And she kept trying to get it to come down, so they would bringing in these new like mixtures and another drug. And she came in like ready to and I'm like, excuse me, what are you doing with that? And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, and she backed off and she said what they were doing. And I'm like, oh, okay. Then I was like, that's fine. But she came in and just like saying what she was going to do. And she was ready to put it into the IV. And I was like, hold up. Whoa. You see what I'm saying? Like the pressure's on, and sometimes you feel like you're like, oh, okay. We do not have to be at the mercy of them. You do have autonomy over yourself, and just say, no, like, what are you doing? What is this for? I don't think I want that. Can I get a second opinion? I mean, you might feel like you're being a butt about it, that you're being a jerk or something, or uncooperative, but no, it's your health. So, anyway, that's a tangent. That's a tangent that I went off on. So I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, I haven't even looked at the poll. Oh, people are feeling optimistic, huh? What do we have here? Oh, cautiously optimistic, 71%. Can you guys see that? I just pulled it. I pulled it down in the chat. I don't know if you guys can see that. But 71%, we have cautiously optimistic. We have 7% that are very positive, and we have 21% that say they want to run to their bunker. Bye, Lee. Thank you for coming by, and Happy New Year. We will see you on the live streams on the YouTube. Oh, so Grow Big TV has 700. Did you mean, oh my gosh, 700 pepper seed varieties and 900 tomato seed varieties? Oh my gosh, I didn't know there were that many. See how much learning we have to do with growing? There's just so many seeds. Oh my gosh. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Yarn. Gotta fly. Hubby has half a day today. Ooh, Costco on a Friday. Oh, you're brave. Excuse me. Y'all be careful out there, okay? Y'all be safe. Okay, so let's see. I went back. Okay, so I'm caught up on most of that. Okay. Well, anyway. So what else has everybody got going on? We're heading into the weekend. Anybody else experiencing or preparing for any of this snowstorm that's coming up towards the East Coast? I know down south, y'all having some stormy, some severe possible weather that is coming up from the south, like what is it, like the Panhandle, Florida, Alabama. What else is down there? Georgia. I don't know about Georgia being over Alabama. What else is there? Louisiana. Somewhere in there had the bad weather, and then the storm was going to be moving up the East Coast, and it's going to be a nor'easter by the time um, the weekend's over. So y'all be prepared, get your preps ready, be safe out there. Yep, I got to run too, Joyce. I love this community. Thank you all for talking to each other and supporting each other, sharing information with each other. Ooh, that's not good. Minus 20 degrees next week. We do have a cold snap coming. So we've got a lot of interesting weather happening this next week. So y'all listen, y'all take care and stay safe. Keep your preps charged and ready. Okay. Keep your head on a swivel, they say. And I will be talking to you in the next video. I will try to get another one up. Try to get some things going this weekend. We've just had a very slow start to the year because of illness and all that stuff. So, but thanks for being here, y'all. And if you're watching the replay, don't forget to leave comments down below. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out because that does help the channel. So I appreciate y'all being here, and I will talk to you later. Don't forget, stay sassy, but keep it classy.